Hey folks, my name's Johnny Romes and I'm an outdoor adventure cinematographer and photographer. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can take your photographs to the next level, particularly if you've just been skunked by a clear bluebird sky and you really want to add just a little bit more creativity in your post-processing to kind of complete your photographs. We're going to be using Adobe Photoshop on the web. Now, this is a very, very powerful tool that you can just access from absolutely any computer without any download required. It has a lot of features that you'll find on the desktop version of Photoshop just using your browser. It's absolutely incredible. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to dive right on into Photoshop on the web, and we have this really cool photograph that I took of my safari Porsche this summer up in the mountains. Now, it was a bit of a slog to get up there. Obviously, you know, this car is capable, but it does take its time to get up to these cool places. I think the photo is pretty cool, but there's just something missing. Obviously, we just have that huge gap in the sky of it just being brilliant blue. So I just wanted to add a little bit more flair to this. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use the selection tool. Now, this is going to allow us to select our sky in this photograph. And then once we've selected it, we can make some more precise adjustments by using the subtraction tool. Obviously, it selected the mountain a little bit here, so we're going to subtract away from that. And now we're going to click on generate. So I'm going to be quite specific with this. I don't want to just say add some cool clouds, because one thing that I've learned over the years, if you're changing things where light is involved, you have to make sure that the light is consistent, whether you're sky replacing or whether you're using an AI generative prompt. So for this, I typed in, add in some sunset clouds because it's sunset, and I do believe that light is different for sunrise and sunset. I typed in, add some sunset clouds with light that matches the light in this scene. Now this goes to show how intelligent generative fill really is, because I'm looking at the photograph now, the result of this AI prompt, and I can't tell if this is real, which is actually kind of scary, but it's kind of cool at the same time. Finally, what I like to do to round off the image is go to the retouch tool, click on darken or burn, select my brush size to be quite big because I'm going to be painting the foreground with this brush. Now what this does is it will draw the viewer's attention a lot more to the center of the image and just creates a very nice kind of subtle vignette on the bottom of the image, thus rounding it out and kind of making it a little bit more complete. One great thing about Photoshop on the web is that it's all connected to your Adobe Cloud account. So if you're like me and you use Adobe Lightroom on your phone or laptop or whatever it may be to edit your photos, with Photoshop on the web, you can import photos from your Lightroom cloud storage and edit them directly from your browser. So this photograph, for example, it was a really cool sunrise, but everything was kind of happening super fast. I was getting photos from every different angle, and ideally I wanted to set up a campfire in the middle to kind of round out this scene, but I just didn't have the time as I was preoccupied by filming and capturing a bunch of other stuff. With the lasso tool, we're going to draw a triangle shape above the fire pit in this photograph. Type in our prompt, add a campfire, and then let generative fill do its thing. And you can just see how easy and simple this is, and accurate it is as well, as it's given us three incredible options. We've got one with some circular rocks, the other option is an actual fire ring, but I wanted to kind of keep it as realistic as possible knowing this location, so I opted for the third option, which just has some rocks that looked very similar to the original rocks that were there on the original fire ring. And this just kind of rounds out that photograph and adds what I missed. And it's a really nice way to just express your own creativity and kind of finish off a photo if you weren't able to complete it in the moment. Hopefully this has been educational and helpful for you. It's such a vital tool to add to your arsenal of editing software, particularly when you're on the go and you may not have access to your own computer, or you just want to fire it up on the browser and just get right into editing. So definitely check out Adobe Photoshop on the web and elevate your own creativity and photo editing with all of the features that it has to offer.